This is Good Morning Albany, a motivational podcast to get your wheels turning. You're here with Shalem Love, a very sought-after wedding and portrait photographer. I'll be sitting down with creatives to discuss their process, their experience, and how to make a difference. Today on Good Morning Albany, we got a very special guest, Donald. Me and my brother like to call him OG Donald. He's been around a while. He has a lot of wisdom and a lot of knowledge that he's going to drop on you guys. But I just want him to introduce himself and tell you a little bit about himself. Who are you, Donald?
Who am I? Sometimes I don't even know. So let me reflect on this, man. My name is Donald Thomas. I came up here from the city, Holland to be more precise. I've been up here 38 years. I left the city looking for a better life. And lo and behold, I fell victim to that monster. Crack, heroin, them females. Those are the things that will bring you down. You certainly can try to find something different and positive in your life if that's where you fall into. But needless to say, man, I'm 75 years old. My life has been rough, with a capital R. You know, I went to the Fed joint when I was 16 years old and did 6 years. And guess for what?
For what?
I went there because I stole a car out of Connecticut. And they call that interstate transportation. And gave me 6 years for it. But the hurting thing about it is that I'm in a city, mind you. I'm living with my mom. And you know, like most mothers, that instant came in. She tried to snatch me away from the feds. And they pulled a gun to her head and told her that they would kill her if she didn't let me go. That bothered me. God bless the dead. But as I said, man, my life has been rough. Your guys are lucky if you got a father in your life. I was my father. Besides my mother, she brought me up. But me being hard-headed and wanted my own way, you know, I always fell by the wayside. I got involved with heroin at an early age. It's about when I got out of the Fed joint. That's when I got involved with it.
So what year was this?
It had to be in the early 60s. Yeah, in the early 60s, I would say.
Okay.
You know? But I went there, and I did my little 6 years, and I came home, and I was wondering why my 2 baby sisters never came to see me. And lo and behold, my mother said they was messing with drugs, and that hurt me. You know, so I spoke with my sisters, and they introduced me to it, you know, drugs. But needless to say, they wind up going into a program, and they got their lives together. But unfortunately, I lost both of them. And they babies, man, they babies. You know, so like I said, man, my life has been rough. Talking about a father figure, I never had one, man. You know, if that man walked in here right now, I wouldn't know him. And that's the honest God's truth, you know. I got a sister who got a beautiful home. I went up there last year, October, to go visit her. I haven't seen her in 36 years.
So how did you feel when you seen her?
There was no feeling. Absolutely no feeling at all. Couldn't wait to get back. I just wanted to get out of there. I couldn't wait to get back. But like I said, man, you gotta excuse me. I'm getting somewhat emotional, man. My life has been rough. You know, I came up here in the hope of finding a better life. So I started going to church and I met my wife. We got married, you know. But once again, I'm married for all the wrong reasons. You know,
So what year did you get married?
You tell me what year I got married. I don't know.
No, I didn't try to put a times table to it, you know what I mean?
I got married, I would say, in the late 80s, early 90s.
Okay.
You know? And God bless the dead, she passed away not too long ago, you know what I mean? So I got married for all the wrong reasons. She was financially secured, and that's what I was looking for. She owned a home, and that's what I was looking for. So greed and selfishness, you know, took me that way. I was unfaithful to her. I was messing around with a girl named She got 5 kids on welfare, no education. I'm not trying to disrespect her, but unbeknown to a lot of people, she introduced me to crack. I never in my life knew what it was. We were living on Livingston Avenue, right down from the grocery store. And I came home one day from work, and her and her girlfriend were in the bathroom with a spoon. I said, "What are you doing?" She said, "Oh, Daddy, if you love me, you'll try it." I'm not gonna lie, I loved her. and I tried it, and I didn't get anything out of it. She said, please try it again. Everything else is history. You know, I was off to the racetracks, man. Crack had me ripping and running like a madman, you know, but that's what happens, man, when you get involved with crazy stuff.
What were you doing that you weren't doing when you were dealing with heroin?
What I wasn't doing? Shoplifting.
Okay.
I mean, listen, I used to, this is no lie, and I'm not trying to brag about it. Crossgate had signs up in the mall. You know, if you see them, grab them. Like I was America's Most Wanted, you know? And the same thing with Colony, because I used to tear them up. I used to go on Macy's like it was mine, you know, Abercrombie and Fitch like it was mine. But you know what, man? And I've done that for many, many years. But you know what? I'm scared to this day to go even go into the mall.
Yeah.
Because I'm too old to go to jail. Too old. I'm 75 years old. And I never thought I would live this long.
I mean, that's a blessing.
You know, I lost my mother. I lost my brother. I lost 2 sisters. And I lost another brother spiritually. He's still here, but, you know, we're just not communicating. So, and I asked God, Lord, why do you have me here? And you won't believe it, many a night, even to this day, I said, God, don't let me wake up in the morning. Don't let me wake up. But I was in a restaurant one day, and the pastor overheard me speaking. I didn't know him from a hole in a lifesaver. And he said, young fella, you know why God got you here? I said, no. He said, God's angels are old folks and babies. And I see now you take care of them, and that's true. I love babies. I love them to death. Even King's little boy come to me like we've known each other for 30 years. And the old folks, I'm in a nursing home right now, and the old folks, if I can help them, I will. So that's why he still got me here. I mean, he got me here for a reason, and I don't know what it is. I really don't know what it is, you know, but whatever it is, I wish he'd show me. But, to the young kids, man, you got to get your education. You got to get your education. There's absolutely nothing out in the streets for you. As I said, but jails, institutions, and death. Look, last night, this young boy got killed on Judson and 2nd Street. A waste of life, 28 years old. He's gone. He's gone. He's gone. For what? Nothing. Absolutely nothing, man. So I say, man, just get your education. Stay out of them streets. Be particular about who you associate with. Be particular about who you call your friends. Do that, you know, and life will be better for you. And another situation, here's this girl, my neighbor, a young female, 14 or 15, coming home from school, and she started fighting on North Lake and Clinton. I stopped the fight. I went home and told her mother, and her mother told me, don't you ever stop my daughter from fighting. I said, what's wrong here, man? What's wrong? You know, mothers try to be friends with their kids, and you can't do that. You can't be a parent and a friend, too. Parenthood comes first. Unfortunately, Jesse Jackson said this many years ago, kids having babies. Babies having babies. Grandmothers are 30 years old today. That's crazy, man. Every grandmother you see are babysitting their grandkids or have their grandkids permanently because their daughters and sons are running the street. So, I mean, you know, they just got to get their life in perspective, man.
I see you have a lot of knowledge and a lot of wisdom. You've been around a while. If you could say anything to the listeners and the viewers, how to stay focused, how to stay on the right track, what would you say?
That's difficult, man. Difficult for me to say because what works for you may not work for the next person. You know, as I said earlier in sharing my story, is that you got to stay in school. You got to stay focused. You got to stay around people who want something out of their life. Everybody who claims to be your friend is not your friend. You know, respect your parents. Respect your elders, and you'll go a long way in life. So with that, I just want to say peace out, God.
And thank you for coming on the show. I appreciate you. And I'm moved, man. I'm moved.
Thank you so very much.